It's the end of January. Hey, thanks for tuning in. It is time for something that I've always wanted to do, and I decided that 2017 was going to be the year that I was going to do it. I'm going to try to do it every single month, and it's something that it's not totally original, but it's something that I've seen on YouTube over and over again, and I'm riveted, and so I decided that I'm going to do it myself. And actually, people ask me pretty often what I use for hair, for makeup, for skin, whatever. And so I am gonna do my very first empty end of the month video. So if you're not already familiar with what these types of videos are, I'll explain. And basically what I've done is when I've gotten to the bottom of the bottle or the bottom of the container of something, instead of throwing it away, and recycling it responsibly, I'm saving it until the end of the month, and then I'm going to do a video and show you everything that I went through during that month and my thoughts on it, because not everything I loved. So I'm just going to dive right into it. And the first one, I have it down here because it was leaking a little bit. There's like a teeny tiny little bit left, and I don't want it to spill on my couch. So my first thing that I have is my Tom Ford Neroli Portofino body oil. So I'm finally at the it's gone. And there's like a little drip in there, and that's what was dripping out. I have had this for about 2 years. I love it. I love the scent of it, but it's a body oil, so it's not something that I wear on a day-to-day basis, but it's something that I use usually in the summertime, when I just get home from the beach and I take a shower and I put this on. And so it took me a couple years to get through it because it wasn't something that I used every day. It was not too heavy, but it was definitely moisturizing, but it was a little too heavy to just wear throughout the day. I don't like the feeling of being greasy in my shorts and on the car and whatever. So I definitely only used it at night, and I loved it. And so, but it's gone. And I'm kind of sad about this. I would probably purchase it again, but in a different scent, even though I'm like wiping. Here, let me just put it down because it's dripping a little bit. And now I have it on my fingers and it smells good. Okay, so I would definitely buy it again. I might try a different fragrance because I know that they make it, Tom Ford makes it in various fragrances. So that is a buy again. Okay, my next empty is by Grown Alchemist, which is a company based in Australia that is imported here into the United States. And this was a balancing toner. And I don't know if it's because I grew up in the 80s, but toner has always been part of my skincare routine, even though so many dermatologists and skincare professionals have told me that toner isn't really necessary. And I'm not a dermatologist or a skincare professional, and so I'm not even going to try to explain the scientific reasons why you should use a toner, but I think it has something to do with the pH. But for me, it was kind of like, I get out of the shower, I've washed my face in the shower, or I've washed my face in the sink at night, and the sweep of the toner is like, I don't know if it's the feeling of it, but it's just a ritual that I've had ever since my teens with Clinique. And so I've always used toner. And this one, I liked it. It lasted a long time. I don't necessarily think I did not buy it again. And I don't know that I would buy it again because I think it was a little pricey for what it does. You know, I think I could just buy a little cheaper toner and still get the satisfaction of having put toner on my face. Okay, the next thing up was Aveda Light Elements, and this was, excuse me, I'm choking on an almond. This is an oil that you put on your hair, and I think it is supposed to be used in a teeny tiny amount, and you put on your hair when it's dry to add a little gloss to it. I tried that, and I decided that I wanted to use it a little different way, and so my hair is naturally really curly. Not this kind of curl, this is a curling iron curl, but my hair is naturally ringlety curly, and the way that I get it that way is that when I get out of the shower, I take oil, and I put it into my hands, and I just kind of like place it on my hair. I don't comb it through. I don't do anything like that because I don't want to break up my curls. But But this stuff was good. It does not, it had a little bit of a scent to it. As you know, most Aveda products are unscented. It had a tiny little scent, but not anything that was overpowering. So for that reason, I think it's a good thing. It was given to me as a gift, so it's not something I would purchase again. But if someone gave it to me, I wouldn't throw it away either. I thought it was good and something good. All right. Something that I have been purchasing since I was 15 years old. Just your old regular drugstore standby. So every single day when I get out of the shower, it doesn't matter how many times I shower, after I sweep my face with toner and put on my deodorant, I use Vaseline Intensive Skincare. And this particular one, the one that comes in the yellow bottle that they've been making for like forever. Here's my story. So when I was growing up, there was this girl, her name was Tracy M. And I went to a slumber party one time and she was there. And after everyone put on their pajamas, Tracy pulled out a bottle of this. And in the most glamorous way began to apply it onto her limbs, her legs and her arms. And I just sat there like this. And I was like, if Tracy M is doing it, I need to do it too. Mom, go buy me some of that Vaseline Intensive Care like Tracy M has. And just like Tracy M, I don't know her anymore. I don't see her on Facebook. I should try to find her and ask her if she still uses this. So why do I use this cheap drugstore brand that you can buy anywhere versus any of the very expensive, like my Tom Ford oil? So the reason I use this is that you put it on, it moisturizes you, and it is not greasy. So I'm a Pilates instructor, I'm outside, I'm active, I'm a spin instructor, I'm half naked most of the time, and the last thing I want is to feel greasy on my skin, but I also want to be moisturized while I'm half naked. And so this is what I use. This is my little trick. I love it. In the summertime, you don't feel like you're sweating out lotion. It's awesome. My old standby. I buy it at Costco now for way cheaper. Okay, next up. Here's another drugstore brand. So this is Aveeno Skin Relief 24-Hour Moisture Lotion. Moisturizing lotion. And this is hand cream, and it sits next to my bed on my bedstand. And every night when I get into bed, I apply this hand cream. So here's the story with this one. When my daughter was in 8th grade, she had to do a science project, and we did which hand moisturizer will retain the most amount of moisture. So I helped her with the project, and of all the ones that we chose, this was the winner. So it has, in the years since, changed packaging a little bit, but for the most part, this is the one. So the main reason I use it is because I watched the test over the course of a week, and this one retains the most amount of moisture. But the second, and it totally does. I mean, like, I put it on at night and I wash my hands like a gazillion times the next day, and I rarely ever feel dry. So it says 24-hour moisturizing. I don't know if it, like, on the 25th hour it doesn't moisturize anymore, but it does work. But the other reason I like it is that it doesn't make me break out. And so again, I'm using this at nighttime before I go to bed. And what do I do in bed? I do this, you know? So if I use certain types of hand cream, I'll break out on my chin because I had my hands up on my face, or, you know, sleeping like this. So that doesn't do it, and it works really well. Okay, next up, a very expensive product. This is by Christophe Robin. And he is a Paris-based hair colorist, and he has his own line of products. And this one, I should have my glasses on. It's a mask, and it has oil of golden pear. Come on, puppy. Oh, the puppy is up. I do not use this mask on puppies, although I could, because it's not tested on animals. So, but the reason I bought this one is that it smelled so good. And it's supposed to be a hair mask. Do you want to smell it, puppy? Smell it. Puppy's smelling it. It's a hair mask, but I used just a small amount of it every day with the accompanying shampoo, and I just used it as regular conditioner. And so I liked it because I loved the smell of it, and smells sometimes are a big sales point for me. I mean, my hair pretty much always feels amazeballs. And my hair does feel really good because I eat a lot of healthy fat all day, like olive oil and avocados, pretty much all day. And I think that that makes my hair shiny and healthy and feel good. And I'm not super processed or anything like that. And so I didn't really feel a difference, like hair wise, that it worked all that different for me than the other stuff that I use. But I really did enjoy the smell. So this might have been something, I didn't necessarily use it every single day. I mean, I did for a while, but I would use it on a night when like I could smell my hair because it smelled really good. So if someone gave it to me, I would be so thrilled and super happy. Hint, hint. But I don't know that I would necessarily buy it again because it was really expensive and it didn't really do that much different than some of my other stuff. So still on the hair thing, this is what I mostly use. And this is the shampoo, but it's the L'Oreal Oleotherapy Sulfate-Free Oil-Infused Shampoo. And the reason I love this one, again, is a smell. It smells so good. And so, I mean, I wash my hair a lot because I'm sweating all the time because of my job. So I want things that smell really good. So I really like the way this one smells. It's super cheap. I mean, it's not super cheap. It should be cheaper because you're buying at CVS. And I think everything at CVS should be $5, but it's not. It's a little bit more expensive than that. But sometimes you can get coupons and sometimes they have deals. And so I stock up. And there are a couple different versions of the L'Oreal shampoo and conditioner that I use. But this is the one that I went through this past month. So that is why it's there. Speaking of things that should only cost $5, I think this was $2. And this is the shaving cream that I use. I get it at Target. I think it's like $2 and $2.99. It's shaving cream, no big deal. But the reason that I like this one is that it does not rust. The can does not rust at all. So it doesn't get rusty on the bottom and damage the bathtub or the tile where it might reside. And it doesn't rust up here. It's basic, cheap shaving cream. Nothing special to say. I would buy it again. And I will. I think I already did. Okay, next. I have a soy face cleanser by Fresh. And I got this at Sephora as part of a gift. And it was good. It's a face cleanser. I liked the smell of it because I like smell. Yeah, I liked the smell of it. But I don't know that I would go out and buy it. It's expensive for the full size bottle of it, and I don't think that it really does anything special. So this is not a purchase that I would make again, but I did use it as the gift from Sephora. Okay, next up, speaking of things that smell good. So this was, it's by Guerlain, and it is a body cream called La Petite Robe Noire. And it was really special because I bought it in Paris when it first came out. So it's lasted me a long time because I didn't use it all that often. I saved it for special occasions. But they still sell it. It's Guerlain, and the reason I like it, it's a velvet body milk. So it's not really thick. It was actually very milky, and it had an ever so slight sheen, and it smells really good. And I have the perfume that goes along with it that I still save for special occasions. And the packaging, it came in these really cute boxes, and I actually saved the boxes as a memento from my trip in Paris when I bought this. But it's gone. And I don't know, I would buy it again, but I'm not gonna make like a special trip to go buy it. It was just really special because I bought it in Paris when it first came out, like before it was even sold in the United States. So that just made it special to me. Okay, next, this is by Aesop, and it is also a Australian brand. I believe it's Australian. Hey, there's still a little bit left in there. I thought it was all empty. This is a face cleanser. It is the Fabulous face cleanser. I'm into anything that's fabulous. whatever. We just have a ESOP store that opened up locally, and so this was something that I bought one day when I was there. I liked it. It was fine, but it was just fine. I don't think that it did anything special for me that my Neutrogena $8 cleanser would not do. Again, I want to invest in things that are going to stay on my face and actually do something. This is on my face for all of like 1 minute that it takes for my Clarisonic to cleanse me. And I just don't think that it was worth the money. So if it was given to me, I would use it again. But if I had to buy it, I probably wouldn't. Okay, next, I have 2 more things left. And both of them were part of a sampler that I got from Sephora. So they're teeny tiny, but they were good. Well, one of them was good. So it's by Josie Maran, and if you're familiar with her products, they are all based around argan oil. And so this was this the eye cream or was this the light cream? Probably should have my glasses on for this. This was a face cream with whipped argan oil, and it was lovely. I didn't like the smell of it, and I was glad when it was gone. I would not buy this. This, on the other hand, I loved, and I invested and I bought the full size. So this is called, I don't know what it's called. I do know what it's called. It's called Finishing Balm. And look, I just like finished it up for sure. What does this say here? Ethereal. I think it says ethereal. I don't know. It's Josie Maran Argan Oil Finishing Balm. And I love this stuff. And Surreal Skin Argan Finishing Balm. That's what it's called, Surreal Skin. So you can use it as a moisturizer, which is what I do. I don't use a moisturizer when I'm using this also. I just use this. So I wash my face, put the toner on because I'm addicted to toner, and then I put this on in the daytime. I don't use it at night, and this is why. So it's supposed to be a moisturizer, but it has a little bit of an iridescent sheen to it. And what it does is supposed to reflect light. It's supposed to make you look whatever. I noticed that when I put it on, especially when I'm just going to teach my classes, I don't want to put on a full face of makeup, but I want to look a little bit more presentable. So it makes my pores look smaller. It kind of highlights my face a little bit, and I don't wear any makeup or anything with it, and it just makes my skin look good. And it's not greasy. So even though it has argan oil in it, I'm not getting greasy at all. And oftentimes I find on my skin that moisturizers go on and then they just sit on top of my face. And this didn't do it. So I think it's a little combination moisturizer / skin enhancer. So actually did go out and buy the full size version of this, and I love it. Totally part of my routine. So that is it. Those are all the things that I went through. I emptied out in January. I'm going to put links to I'll make a full list and put links to as many of the products as I can in the post. And so make sure you look for that. And I look forward to doing this 11 more times during the year. So thanks so much for watching. I try to talk fast